I was just taking a bite of durian at an auction, and I did not expect it to shock everyone there, only because this fruit called durian was worth 100 million, something only top-level tycoons could afford to enjoy. It turned out that fruits in this world disappeared 100 years ago, causing every single fruit to become extremely expensive. For example, one single grape cost 1 million. Even a spoiled apple was sold for 10 million at auction. Although preservation technology back then was very advanced, as time continued to pass, fruits became rarer and rarer. Every bite meant one less left in the world. Under these circumstances, I unexpectedly transmigrated into the body of a rich second-generation heir, and even bound myself to a fruit system. As long as I gained prestige points, I could enter the system space and grow all kinds of fruits. So in other people's eyes, a durian worth 100 million just for collection. I casually started eating it in big bites right in public. Seeing this, everyone froze on the spot. They all accused me of being wasteful. Such a precious fruit was being spent like this by me. It turned out the rich second-generation family had been declining in status these past years. With no other choice, my father had to take the fruits he collected and bring them all to the auction for sale. Although the grape in front of us looked nothing special, someone was still willing to pay 1 million just to collect it. And the next item up for auction was an apple with no moisture left. Back when it was still fresh, it could be said to be the most valuable treasure of our family. Some tycoon even once offered 50 million for it, but sadly 100 years had passed, and the apple's moisture had long since vanished, causing its value to drop sharply. Even so, the starting bid was still 5 million. It was quickly bought by a wealthy buyer, but I could not stand watching anymore. I never imagined a rotten apple could be worth so much. The original owner's father treated it like a priceless treasure. On the contrary, I did not think that way at all. After all, I had just awakened the system, and the system immediately gifted me 2 durians. So to spice up the atmosphere at the auction, I directly tossed the apple into the air, without a doubt. This instantly ignited the crowd. They rushed over immediately, trying to fight for the apple, while I calmly brought the durian given by the system onto the stage. Because the smell of durian was extremely distinctive, and none of them had ever seen one before, everyone mistakenly thought I had brought a restroom into the venue. Otherwise, how could it smell this intense? It even alarmed the security outside. The guard originally wanted to throw the durian out, but halfway there he was overwhelmed by the smell and collapsed. Meanwhile, I, who loves durian, could not wait any longer. I pulled out a fruit knife and prepared to enjoy it properly. Yet once again everyone could not believe what I was doing. What is he trying to do? Eat it right here. I cannot take this anymore. I am about to pass out from the smell. None of the wealthy guests could understand my actions, except for one rich young lady who instantly realized it was the legendary durian, even though she was not inside the auction hall. Just the scent drifting in through the window made her unable to resist, so she immediately ordered her bodyguards to investigate the source of the smell. At the same time, an elderly man was so shocked by the scene that he was left speechless. He recognized at a glance that this was the durian recorded in ancient books. It was said the smell was intense, but the taste was unbelievably delicious. Even more unbelievable, the old man actually pulled out $1 million check. He did not ask to eat it, only hoping to get close enough to smell it. But I was not that stingy. I generously invited him up to have a taste. The old man only took a small bite, yet he immediately became so emotional that he burst into tears, because after living for so many years, this was his first time ever tasting durian, and it truly deserved its title as one of the most delicious fruits in the books. One bite was enough to give him a sensation he had never felt before, but the old man's movements and expression were way too dramatic, making everyone suspect he was an actor I hired. Right at that moment, that rich young lady arrived at the venue. She immediately stood on my side and spoke up for me, scolding the wealthy bidders for being ignorant, since not a single one of them recognized the durian. As soon as she finished speaking, a strange man's voice came from behind. He was a highly powerful official, so naturally he knew the fruit in front of him was durian. This smell felt like being in the restroom, while also being insanely hungry at the same time. The man knew very well how expensive durian was, so he decided to offer 100 million to buy it from me. Hearing that, I rejected him without even thinking, because the system had not yet notified me of gaining enough prestige. If I sold it now, I would take a huge loss, but as long as I had prestige points, I could grow endless fruits. That meant making money would become incredibly easy. So after thinking it through, I named my final price 800 million. When everyone heard that, they immediately started whispering among themselves. They suspected I had completely lost my mind. Although durian was indeed extremely rare, it was absolutely not worth that price. They were also worried my reckless pricing would anger the man, and that he would not let me off easily. But I was not worried at all. I believed he would definitely agree to the deal, because my durian was the highest grade variety, with thick flesh, thin skin and an especially strong aroma. Sure enough, the man ultimately agreed, and this once again shocked all the wealthy guests at the auction. They all looked at me with admiration. I could not believe I actually pulled it off. Then the system notified me that I had gained massive prestige points, and completed the beginner mission, instantly rewarding me with banana seedlings and planting soil. In addition, I also received 5 fully ripe bananas. Seeing this, I quickly took them out and continued the auction.